The Summoner's Tale.
The summoner responds ill-tempered to the friar's tale and attempts to insult the friar by telling that friars live in the devil's arse. The summoner's tale is about a greedy friar who has no shame controlling church donation out of his people and friends. The summoner obviously seeks some revenge for the friar's tale.
Significance of Chaucer's writing The Summoner's Tale. Chaucer wrote the Canterbury Tales because the story itself was one of the first major literature works written in English. Chaucer includes The Summoner's Tale to show traits of greed, revenge, and the action of cauldry, churchly donations about of the friars, people, and friends.
Trench rules. Masses said to release souls from purgatory. Dowered. Endowed. Qui cum patre, Latin for who with the Father, a conventional way to begin the short blessing that concludes public worship. Script, a bag for collecting alms or charitable offerings.
Curates, clergymen. Javustis, French for I tell you. Descends doute, French for without doubt. Sexton, person in charge of a room in a church room where secret vessels and testaments are kept.
Stylus, writing tablets covered with wax into which words were carved with the stylus, a pointed tool. Brawn, boar meat. Des hic, Latin for God be here, traditional blessing on a house. Glose, interpret but also meaning lie, for friars in Chaucer's day were notorious for self-indulgence.
Tessellation, mosaic, prediction, preaching, prodigious, enormous, cavilling, raising silly objections, affray, dispute.
Infirmarian, head of a convent infirmary, jubilee. After 50 years' service, friars could go out alone instead of in pairs. Te Deum, hymn of praise to God. Lazarus, an allusion to the Christian biblical parable of a rich man and a beggar. Guerdon, reward. Supplications, prayers. Persecution, promise to be faithful to their vows of poverty, self-restraint, and so on. Comparison. The friar compares flawed priest to Jovenin, a heretic.
Commemorate, rectivite, Latin for my heart has uttered. Uativit also means belched. Saint Ives, patron saint of orphans and abandoned children. Potentate, powerful ruler. Placable, Latin for I will please. Joiners, square. Carpenters, square ruler. In other words, on the level.
Affront, insult, exertion, detestable thing. Per consequence, Latin for consequently. Churl, rustic, rude, or ill-mannered person. Derided, ridiculed, savor, distinctive smell, knave, hub of a wheel. Eleukid, Greek geometrician, 300 BC. Ptolemy, Alexandrian astronomer, AD, hundreds.